Hello, this is Cole Lowe here, and I will be providing you with a number of resources that I, as an educator, have found beneficial to teachers, students, and even the parents for the knowledge of working with students that are exceptional and need a number of different resources that can promote higher learning in the classroom. To begin, I have one of my personal favorite sites for the inclusion of EL English language learners, and it's called Colorín Colorado, which is a wonderful site that has a number of different resources for the inclusion of ELLs and teaching ELLs, and the basics that is necessary to know when having such a student in a classroom. Not only that, it has the up-and-coming and latest legislation and federal laws that are associated with English language learners, news, and different tactics that have been evidence-based in recent times on the inclusion of these special students in our classroom. Because it is important to make sure that they are being included and that we are offering the inadequate amount of resources for their inclusion. Uh, Teachers at home, students at home, and their parents can have all sorts of different literature that they can be using there and videos. So it is for both families and educators that they may be better acquainted with the school system and the inclusion of these special English language learner students. Second site that I have that is very important to educators is the Council for Exceptional Children. It is the leading site and resource for special education for years, and it is well known and well respected in the field of education, and it has countless and measurable amounts of resources and papers and information that teachers and students and parents alike can find important when working with special education and exceptional students. Here, we have all sorts of different things that the standards that is beyond helpful when working with our students. And I do have a special relationship with the council. I will be attending the Council for Exceptional Children National Conference in the spring. I'm a member of the program and have done extensive events with the organization. It does require a membership to gain full access. However, it is very important, and it would be money well spent to sign up for the council. Third program site that I have is the National Center for Learning Disabilities, which has all sorts of informational resources and sites that have all sorts of things to get acquainted when working with a student with a learning disability. It has the advocacy and the law and everything in the federal legislature that is in place for these students. And as you'll see here in the programs, most importantly here is we have information on RTI, which is the up-and-coming model that we try to implement as educators in our program. So it has everything. And another important site to always keep in mind for all students is the Childline and Abuse Registry. Here we have all sorts of information on who to call and what is appropriate to make sure that we are doing our jobs when it comes to keeping our children in our classrooms safe, both at home and in school. It has the numbers that we should keep always handy in order to make sure that we are keeping safety a top priority in our classroom. And lastly, a very interesting site is the CAS UDL Lesson Builder, which is important to keep in our pockets for creating our very specific UDL lesson plans. And this ensures that our students are getting evidence-based practices in the classroom, and that they all learning styles and learning capabilities and inclusion of disabilities is present in the lesson. For example, here I have my lesson that I had created on solving the historical mystery of the Johnstown flood, specifically for English language learners. And here are the lesson overview, unit descriptions, to make sure that the lesson has everything that is essential for a good UDL plan. And there are countless resources available, and I hope you found these essential. Thank you, and thank you for listening.